This week in Cross Cultural Communications, we spoke about ethical considerations in global practice, and I really liked the definition of ethics being systematic frameworks which codify moral principles. I do believe that ethics and PR are they have to be compatible because PR is so frequently dealing with conflict and relationships across all publics that you'd hope that your PR professional would act ethically and morally, because the last thing you'd want when dealing with a crisis is to intensify that by being caught out for lying or behaving unethically. It's just not worth it. So an area of ethics that I found very interesting is ethics when it comes to influencers and promotion. I follow an array of international influencers and local, and I've always found it interesting that the British influencers were so quick to label something as sponsored or ad, or they normally go #gifted in the comments. And I appreciated the transparency, and I noticed that Australian influencers didn't always do this, but that's because I found out that it was only in 2017 that the Advertiser Code of Ethics was updated, that Australian influencers, whenever they were doing these promotional advertising, had to disclose and be transparent. Whereas in Britain, it was always illegal. Like, you always had to say if something was gifted to you. What I also have realised, though, is that Australian influencers are now very quick to say, this isn't gifted, #not spawn, just love it. And I'm sort of like, do you though? I don't know. I don't know if I'm being cynical, but I never really trust if someone says it's not sponsored. Like, how do you monitor that? I think the line is quite blurred, and I think ethics is still quite hard to monitor. But I just feel sorry for the people who open up their phone and think, oh, this skincare product has changed my favourite influencer's life and is the best. I must go and buy it. Like, I think you need to take everything with a grain of salt and do further research into a product if it is endorsed by an influencer. I think it's a great platform to promote, but you would hope that influencers behave ethically.